I'm going to come over here and play this little video. This is from Commodore. This is from Perry Frantic. He posted this video, and I'm curious to whether you're going to be able to hear it, because I fear you're not going to be able to, because it sounds like all the inputs other than my mic are not coming through. So let's see if you can hear this. Let me go ahead and stop the background music since nobody can hear it anyway.
Hey everyone, Perry Frantic,
Let me know
President,
if you can hear
CEO,
this
and
in
Chief
chat.
Joystick Wrangler at Commodore. And this week is Christmas. Don't know
Catherine,
if you
you'll
knew
want
that
to watch
already.
this video while
And
we're
that means it'll likely be
going
our
through
last
this.
update of 2025 as we move into more regular monthly updates instead of weekly, now that our Christmas rush is over and many of you have got your Commodore 64 Ultimates. I think around 8,500 of you have received them so far. And with that said, I just wanted to simply say thank you. Thank you to all of you out there. To those who pre-ordered way back in July and believed in us from the start. To everyone who's pre-ordered since and continued to believe in us. And to all of those of you who've cheered us on along the way and sent me personally and others in our entire team really heartfelt and heartwarming messages. Thank you. And especially I want to thank the skeptics. Yeah, you reminded us that even though we have all the surviving Commodore trademarks and many of the original team members back on board from the Commodore of the 80s and 90s, we still have to earn that trust. And that is a message that we at Commodore hear and that we take to heart. And that's why we pushed so hard for Christmas shipping of a product that is truly made with love. And it's why seeing folks unbox, boot up and share their joy has been so rewarding for us. Those of you that were in our first shipping batch and are receiving their machines, we love hearing your stories and seeing your reactions. So please keep on sharing. And if yours isn't one of the first shipping batch, please know that I personally did everything I could to make that happen. And if I could have just snapped my fingers and materialized every single unit, lovingly QC'd and carefully packaged, I would have. I hope you'll at least agree that good things are worth waiting for, and maybe it even gives you a reason to keep your tree up into January, hopefully not February. We'll have more shipping updates to come in the new year and new exciting developments as well. And do read down below in this newsletter as well, in case you gifted your Commodore 64 Ultimate order for someone special and it hasn't arrived yet. We've got a solution and a fun idea for you as well. Now, moving on, I can't wait to show everyone what we've been working on behind the scenes at Commodore. There is, well, I can't say. Just stay tuned. Stay very, very tuned. And on a very personal note, this journey has truly been the highlight of my life, apart from getting married, and apart from having my first baby, and buying Puppy Fractic. But in all seriousness, it has been a highlight, a real childhood and adulthood dream come true. It's still very, very surreal. And if you had told me when I was 15 playing with my Commodore 64 or 17 with my Amiga 500, or later with my Amiga 4000, that I would one day own Commodore, I would not believe you in a million years. And it only took about 30 years. So thank you for all your support, for your encouragement, and for holding us to such a high standard. Hope we've lived up to it. It is all really inspiring for us when you guys do that. And here at the original Commodore brand, we thank you for it. So with all that said, happy holidays. I'll see you all next year. And a very Perry Christmas from me and from everyone at Commodore. Cheerio.
So I wanted to share that. Let me go ahead and turn this off, make sure it's off. Yes, it is. Because one of the things he mentions in there is that if you gifted a brand new Commodore 64, it didn't arrive. Catherine, you are the winner of a brand new Commodore 64. Congratulations. I know they can't hear you. So yes, I purchased and I was hoping it would be here early. It is brand new. It's going to be amazing. I know you're just super excited. Absolutely. She's like, I don't know why he did this. I don't, that's the thing. You're going to learn what you're going to do with the Commodore 64. Yes. And you're going to have, so Catherine said, what do I do with a Commodore 64? And, I wish they could hear you both. This would be great. You guys don't know the great conversation we're having. Just know that the look on that face is priceless. But yeah, Jamie and I will make sure that you have enough to keep you busy. It is, you're not even familiar with what's going on, right? So with any of this, so you need to do some research between now and when it arrives. Why is it special that you're actually getting one? There are people in the chat room right now who wish they had one as well. So some of them have actually received theirs. You are going to get yours whenever it shows up, and I will deliver it and show you what you're going to do with it. It'll be your first retro computer. It's not exactly my first retro computer, but it's close. So you will have the same experience I have, but only with it'll use modern devices like HDMI monitors and things and USB sticks and all that. So we will get you updated. So congratulations. I'm sorry no one can hear either one of you. I think for the sake of the stream, we'll let you guys go. So, or you can hang on, and if I just want to come back for visual cues, because who can top this look right here, right? So that's, so if you guys want to hang on, or that, I mean, those are pretty good. Feel free to do that. And I will try and figure out what's going on. Oh, there goes the cat. I will try and figure out what's going on with the audio at some other point. So sorry, guys, that the audio didn't work. I should have run a test. I do believe it's probably something in the new update that I just patched this morning. So I'll have to report that to YOLO Live. Bummer. All right. So good to have you both here. I'll go ahead and turn you guys off. So there you go. So happy to have you guys hang out and chat, or you can hang on and stream and I can pop in and see whatever you'd like to do. We need to get going here. So Jerry says that he ordered, oh my goodness, you ordered, wait a minute. Unfortunately, I don't have, Arnold says, unfortunately, I don't have the new C64. I got the ultimate PCB and build one myself. Very cool, with a nice 1987 Aldi C64. Jamie actually thought he got an Aldi C64 a while back, and it turned out it wasn't one, if I remember, which is interesting. So that didn't happen. Let me clear out some things here. I'm getting rid of some views here so that I don't actually accidentally hit those. Let me get rid of this one here. There we go. And get rid of this one. And there, now it's all cleaned up and I can get back to work. All right. So let's see what else we got. I got mine and put under the tree to be open. Nice random act of chaos. If for those of you who haven't heard my story, obviously I ordered one for Kat, and that was the beige model. And then I ordered the Founders Edition for me. And as you all know, the Founders Edition, the gold keys were borked up when they were manufactured, so they had to completely redo them. I know Founders were supposed to get theirs first before everybody. It turned out it didn't work that way. Luckily, I'm a very patient person, and plus, when Catherine's arrives, and she's not online in the chat, so I don't get to see her experience, I could just open hers and play with it. I wouldn't do that, Kat. I will not open Catherine's. I will make sure that she gets the opportunity to do that. So pretty cool. The other thing I want to share, let me see if I can pull that over. I'm going to come back over to here. More holiday greetings came in the email. And this will lead into what we're going to do a little bit next. So I'm going to go ahead and close this window right here and open this one. So Computes Gazette was another big thing that launched this year. And I just happened to have the latest one for us to open. We're going to take a look at this one and see what's inside. This is the December issue. The December issue has not really shipped yet. Or I don't have it. Actually, that's the January. The December's on its way. So this is the preview for the January. So they're a little bit behind on their publications because it looks like we're going to get the December one after Christmas, which is a shame. But I thought I'd just share if Computes Gazette, another really exciting thing, at least for me, because I used to read Computes Gazette all the time, reissued, redone. And so let's go ahead and open up the latest edition here and see what we have inside while you guys talk. Love to know in chat how many of you subscribe to Computes Gazette. I wish the background music was working, because I have like lovely, it's really stinks because I had just really lovely Christmas music playing, and you all are telling me it's not working, but maybe I can listen to it myself. Let's see. There we go. So you guys can't hear that. That's really awful. I hate that you can't hear it. That's, wow. So, bad news, YOLO box. You'll let me down. Anyway, so here we go. Let's go ahead and open it up right here. I am gonna keep music on because it's festive for me anyway, and maybe I'll put it in later. So here is this edition. The first edition of Compute's Amiga Resource is in the November issue of Compute's Gazette. So we'll just take a quick little look through here. There you go. For all of you that maybe purchased the Starlight, there it is right there. I'll come back to chat here in a little bit, folks, or here in a little bit, guys, and we'll check things out. Right here, there's Retro Shopper. Remember Computer Shopper? Here you go, Retro Shopper. It's kind of like Computer Shopper, only it's Retro Shopper. Love it. That's really kind of cool. I like that. Really neat. Let's see. Computer Shopper. Yes, font throwback. Exactly, Jamie. A little Python in this one. That's kind of interesting. What is C64 OS? We'll take a look at that. I believe that is, yeah, that's the one by Gregory. Yep. Actually had a chance to meet Gregory at World of Commodore a couple of years ago and spent time chatting with him. So thank him for what he's doing with that. Really just cool stuff. What do we have? The Digital Cabin in the Woods, Lost and Found games. Look forward to that. Oh, here we go. Learn Commodore 64 basic programming with Spacelander. So here you go. Whole article in Learn. See, Catherine was wondering what she could do. Well, Catherine, there's the first thing you can do is you can learn Commodore 64 basic programming by programming your own game called Spacelander. Really cool. Well, it'd be interesting to see if she even opens the box and gets it out. But I'll make her at least do it a couple of times. Podcast Corner. Here we go. That's new, I think. That's kind of fun. Here's some type-in programs. What else do we have? Oh, it looks like Dan. Dan's article is in here. Dan Sanderson, who was in chat. He's working. He's kind of in and out. But he also contributes to Compute's Gazette with the MEGA65 article. And this is also on his MEGA65 newsletter that he sends out monthly as well. So it's kind of a rebroadcast or republication. Really cool stuff in this edition. Oh, C64 sprites. That's cool. In this issue of Compute's Gazette. System halted. Is the A1200 in trouble? What? That's interesting. I have to read that. So very cool. And again, love that we have that magazine. By the way, I'm pretty thirsty. So let me grab something to drink here. This drink for this episode of Retro Combs will be the L8 Cherry right here. But we have to do it in the official Retro Combs holiday mug. Very dangerous doing this over your computer, by the way. There we go. Normally the eggnog mug, but I didn't have any eggnog there, Jamie. So, yep, Jamie got this for me. Oh man, it's probably been, I don't know, 3-4 Christmases ago. Yum. If you get the reference, you can put that in chat. Let us know you're paying attention. Very cool. I love that. The next thing we're going to do is I wanted to share a box that I got. It was on my door when I arrived from running a few last-minute Christmas errands. Look at this. This is from, it says, to Retro Combs, Merry Christmas from Jamie. What could possibly be in this box? Let me go ahead and zoom out a little bit here. What do we have inside? Let me go ahead, and again, I'm really upset you guys cannot hear my Christmas music. It is some good Christmas music. I always get buffering. I get 7.5 at a speaker. Oh, somebody's getting buffering. I do not have any problems with stream. Anyway, let's see. Let's check in on chat here for just a minute and see what's going on. Matches my bad sweater. Love it. It's perfect. If anyone wants to type programs in from old magazines found online, always check an issue or two later for corrections. I remember many. Yes. My goodness. I remember that too. You do all that and it's, well, Dan just verified stream is fine for me. I hope the stream is fine. I did make some changes down here. Again, I don't know why the audio is not working, but other than that, let's see. Basic programming. I will find other ways to torture myself. Oh, come on. It's a lot of fun. I'm getting a lot of buffer. Oh, okay. So this was the earlier. So it sounds like it is just you. So I hope, because it's really looking solid over here as far as that, but testing out my new JBL earbuds that Santa brought me. Very nice. Very cool. I actually ended up, I have some colleagues at work and got them some JBL earbuds in their holiday gift package. I like to give tech to my colleagues at work. So got them some JBL earbuds and they all love them, which is very cool. Let's see, anything else? Oh, Jamie says he's waiting impatiently for his Starlight. You know what? For some reason, Did I don't remember. Maybe you did tell me, Jamie. I don't remember that. I didn't get the Starlight, just the basic beige. And I didn't, Rialto, good to have you here. I didn't subscribe to Compute's Gazette because I did order the T-Pug magazine, which hasn't arrived yet. Very cool. Yeah, we're getting more and more. I think we're going to see a little more activity in that space. Might be a connection. Let's see. There might be a connection between the missing music and missing sound from the other. There is. There's something here. It's interesting because all the HDMI inputs are working, but any software or any audio that's coming through the box itself is not. And that's where Jamie, Catherine, and the background music would be coming from. So something isn't happening. Again, there was an update to the software. I patched it yesterday. So it borked it. So I'll have to figure out what's going on, and we'll see if we can get that done. So apologies for that. I hate on Christmas Eve. We're talking more about technical issues than anything else. Let's get away from that. Hey, we got 38 folks. Thank you for joining. If we got 38 folks watching, make sure you hit that like down below for me so people can find us. Let's go ahead and open the Christmas gift from Jamie, from Jamie's Hackshack. By the way, Jamie's Hackshack, 10,000 subscribers. I think it's at 10.5 as of this morning. So congratulations, Jamie, on your channel reaching the 10,000 mark. If you have not subscribed to Jamie's, pop on over there. Jamie, feel free to put the link in the chat because Jamie can do that. Jamie is an executive producer, so he can put links into the chat. We'll talk about memberships, and if you're interested in membership, how you can do that and get all kinds of perks. Holiday gifts for my members did go out. I have not heard if anybody received them yet. I don't think I have anybody. Jamie, I know you haven't received yours, and I just cut myself. Look at this. There's blood on Christmas. Oh, no. Well, we are just a technical nightmare today, aren't we? Blood on Christmas. All right, so it's not bad. Wow, let's see what we have in here. Oh, my goodness. We have a gift package full of stuff. Oh, wow. Let's check this out. We have, man, this is really cool. We have Wise's barbecue sauce. This is the mustard sauce. I'm going to pull this over here so that we have a little more room. Very, very cool. Yeah, it looks like I've stopped bleeding already. Cool. So this is from the Carolinas. This is from South Carolina. It's from Newberry, South Carolina. He said he reserved a batch for me, which is very cool. So let me go ahead and let you guys see that. So if you're not familiar, there is a, in the United States, people either swear by their red barbecue sauce or their mustard sauce. So here is one here. Very, very cool. What else do we have in here? We have, oh wait, that's the bag. We don't have that. We have a, whoa, what is this? This is cool. And oh, this is so cool. We did this during, did you just print this, Jamie? Oh my gosh. This is amazing. This is for, if I'm not mistaken, this is for the overlays for the Intellivision. If you're not familiar with that, check out my last live stream where we actually opened up the Intellivision Sprint with the overlays and played with it. That is cool. Thank you, Jamie. That's really cool. Came off of his cool 3D printer. What else do we have? Oh my gosh, he's got like a whole potpourri of stuff. What is this? Oh, this is the SP to SD for the Apple. Very, very cool. Thank you. Is there probably a cable in here for that? Or does this just plug in directly? I forget how, does that plug in directly, Jamie? Yeah, we're already starting to battle down. It's either red sauce or yellow sauce. Hey, down below, tell us whether you're a yellow sauce or a red sauce kind of guy. So this is very cool. So this is for the Apple II, and it lets you put programs on SD card. This is really nice. Thank you for that. Here, you can see it right there. Pre-assembled. Now, I know why you did this, Jamie, because when I tried to create mine, I really messed it up, and I don't think I ever got it working. So we may have to look at this in a future live stream. Very cool. Let me put that up here. Thank you so much for that. Very, very nice. Let's see what else. Oh my goodness, way too much, Jamie. What is this? This is a, wait a minute. A Type C to HD TV 8-in-1. What? Did you have a spare laying around? Or is there, help me out with this, Jamie. Oh no, this is actually a brand new one. I'm curious, what did I do that made me need one of these? I know there's something. This is really a nice one though. Very cool. This will go nicely in the laptop. Man, we got ports galore on this thing. Check this out. Very cool. I got this right here. Is that, yeah, so we've got Ethernet on that side. Very, very nice. Oh, Ethernet. I found it pretty handy for my new Mac. That was, the cost was so low that I grabbed a handful. No warranty. Oh, amazing. Yeah, I think I always need these laying around. Let's see. And we also have, now this is where it gets scary. We got a couple of shirts, folks. Here we go. Let's see what we have. I hate that you can't hear the music. Man, it's so good. Put some Christmas music on in the background, folks. Make sure that you're doing, oh, this is nice. Wow. Very nice. Thank you, Jamie. I feel like it, well, not yet, but whenever it gets here. You really went over the top, Jamie. You should not have done so much. I'm feeling like you really overdid yourself. What is this one? Oh, this is cool. MOS. So were these printed at the with the Makerspace stuff, Jamie? This is very cool. Love the MOS shirt. Love it. Thank you so much. Yeah, those are very cool shirts. So thank you for that. Wow. And just to top it off, we'll get a little drink from our mug. All right. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Jamie. Wow, what a gift. Very, very cool. Let's check on chat, see what you guys are talking about. Man, I'm getting hot. I may have to take this thing off, guys. It is pretty hot. Let's see what you guys are doing in chat. We have 40 folks on a Christmas Eve. This is amazing. 40 folks joining in on Christmas Eve because everybody wants a little retro computing on their Christmas Eve. So it's good to have all of you here. For those 42 now that are watching, if you've not left a little thing down in chat, make sure you go down in chat, let us know you're here, because this is the friendliest chat on YouTube at this particular time. I guarantee it. There's a great group of folks down in chat. So just drop a little thing in there and say, Merry Christmas. Let us know you're here. I'm not going to be able to get everybody, but Dan popped in here. Let me go ahead and, wow, you guys are, nice computer shop front. We talked about that. Okay, so that gets me about, yep, we already talked about that one. Didn't want to see the magazine. Oh, I'm sorry, Jerry. Spoiler, I guess. I guess I should do that. Spoilers. Okay, sorry, Jerry. I didn't realize magazines were spoilers. I now know. Okay, I will give you a warning and say if you look away. I do Zap 64 all the time too. So whenever those come, yes, Jamie says avert your eyes. Look this way. All right. Sorry about that. Testing out. Oh, we did that. Let's see. Buffering. Oh, we already went through that. Hey, Xander's here. Good morning, noon, eve, night, Retrocomians. Happy Christmas Eve. Good to have you here, Xander. Always get, we did that one. Stream is fine, as we said. I'm pretty sure nobody can hear the music. Tell me if you can hear music, but I don't believe you are. It's fine. I just tuned in. Are excellent. The T-Pug issue should arrive soon. I got mine Friday. So welcome, LD Stevens. Good to have you here. I think this is your first live stream. So great. Good to have you here. Let's see. Jamie's Hackshack. One item in my box may need the case tweaked. Oh, well, because it's prototype. I don't think we have to worry about that. It's nothing that a little super glue won't fix, right? The Trigger Happy book is a heavy piece of literature weighing several kilos. Trigger Happy. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that one, Taro. Let's see. Smash the thumb up. Yes, thank you. Please do that. Smash that thumbs up. Let's do that. We got people coming in here, which is great. Hello, everybody. Hey, Morgan, Just Games. Good to have you here. I believe this is your first live stream. Outstanding. Sacrifice was required, I bet. Yeah. Yeah. It's almost done though. Let's see. Prototype, I think he said yes. That's very specific to place in South Carolina where German settlers came to be, but they called them Dutch by misunderstanding Deutsch. Deutsche. There we go. Interesting. Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas. Hey, Rudy's Retro Intel. Hey, one of our favorite Canadians. Good to have you here, Rudy. Thanks for popping in for a few minutes with us. Outstanding. Got a lot of good people in here. Wick Central, hand pink waving. Hey, good to have you here. Thanks for joining us. This is your first live stream with us. Rudy, yes, somebody has received theirs already. So take a look up in the chat. You will see that. Tony is here. Tony is, I would love to see Ahoy Mag start again. Ahoy was a good one, wasn't it? I do like that one. Hopefully people like the article in TPUG. Oh, you had an article. Outstanding. I guess I need to get that one. I have not subscribed to that. Of course you would do it, Rudy, on the Super Pet. By the way, if you've not checked out Rudy's channel, he also has a channel where he focuses on the pet primarily, but he does a lot of other things as well. Yeah, Transactor Magazine would be another fun one. So, hey, good to have a bunch of you here. So let's go ahead and get back into continue what we were doing. I had some things going on, but since we blew so much time on some of this other stuff, I think we should just get into, well, I'm going to share this with you. I guess I'm not going to do what I was going to do because we're just running out of time at this point. I was at Aldi. I know, Aldi of all places the other day. We do our first shopping at Aldi. We always do that. Check out what they had on the shelves. This is the Max Retro 221 piece. You ready? Look what this one is. There you go. An original Mac computer, and it's one of the building sets. It's the Lego knockoff, but it was really kind of cool because they had a bunch of other ones too. Unfortunately, they were out of a bunch of them. I was going to grab this right here. They didn't have that one. I wanted this one and I wanted this one, but this is all they had left. I guess I got there too late for their weekly specials, but I was thinking, wasn't sure how the stream was going to go. I was thinking about opening it up and trying to put it together, but I'm not going to do that. All right. I think we will open it though. Let's go ahead and do that. Of course, as soon as I start using that finger, guess what happens? I start bleeding again. Ha! Got blood all over everything. Hey, it's a bloody Christmas for those of you across the pond. Let me see. Let's go ahead and do it this way so you can see what I'm doing here. Ugh. So you might check your Aldi, your local Aldi, if you're in the United States. You might find one of these left over in a bin somewhere. This was on sale, actually, so they weren't all, especially after Christmas, they may have some of these laying around. That's the music I'm listening to. Let's see. Looks like I have to open it here. There we go. Let's see what we get inside this little guy. I'm going to have a mess to clean up. Let's see. This is... it's made in China, but it lists Denmark as its place of design origin. I think that's kind of interesting. Let's see if we can open it. You know what's going to happen is I'm going to open this and it's going to go everywhere. Hold on. All right. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Got it. Wow. Pretty impressive, folks. There you go. So how many bags? We got 221 pieces. I'm not going to put it together during the live stream. That probably would not be a thing, but I thought I would just show you that these actually look pretty nice. I always like to check the quality of the bricks, and they actually look pretty good. The Lego clones have gotten really good of late. And it even has on the post, it actually has a logo on it too. So somebody went out of their way for that. Let me put that over here. Very cool. We'll throw that in the box. So that's it. And here is the instructions. You can always gauge a set by the instructions, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and zoom in here a little bit. All right, there you go. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. I look forward to putting that together sometime. I do that over the holiday, and we'll do that. So there's what it looks like when you get done. So you may see that in the background at some point. By the way, the background, have you noticed, I've decorated for the holidays. So you got You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. We got this great little light up gift. Also have some candles going with some scenting, and I have nothing over here. Did not balance that well. Speaking of, before we get into the MEGA65, because that's what we're going to do next, we're going to bounce into the MEGA65 stuff and play our games. Let me get my barbecue sauce here out of the way. But this is the last time you're probably going to see the studio look like this. I am getting ready to not completely, but I'm getting ready to redo everything. I had a gracious supporter of my other channel over on RetroCombs-Tech send a really nice, big, long sit-stand desk. and they asked if I would highlight it in a video. And I said, well, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about redoing my entire studio, different views and some other things. Would it be okay if I did it as part of that? And they said, absolutely. So over the holiday, that's what I plan to do. I plan to rebuild a lot of things, make things easier. Going to figure out why the audio is not working, right? That'll come along with that, but it's all going to change a little bit. So be prepared for some behind the scenes stuff and all that kind of stuff. But there'll be video over on my other channel, RetroCombs-Tech, if you're interested in what's going on there. All right, let's see what we have. I always wanted to use one of the Super Pets, never had the opportunity. I know the Super Pets were the ones that I was the most interested in. Be right back. Running to Aldi. Nice. Go now. Run. Don't walk, run. Nicely done. Let's see. You can use the MEGA Core on the MEGA65 and set it to Super Pet. Wait, the MEGA Pet on the MEGA6, or the core on the Pet Core has a Super Pet. I did not know that. How cool is that? And what a good segue, Rialto, to what we're doing today. By the way, I really like Aldi. I do too. I really like Aldi as well. I didn't know that. I will have to give that a try. Same here. Rudy says, I'm going to be making a video on how to convert an 8032 Pet into a Super Pet. That will be a blast. Look forward to that, Rudy. So keep us in the loop on that. That's kind of like a Kinder Egg. It is kind of like that for sure. Does it, let's see. +1 to Lego clones getting better. Found a Seattle themed set at a gift shop and both the bricks and instructions were good quality. Yeah, they are getting better. So Lego, I think their big thing, they'll always, I think, be the standard. Obviously, their brands that they partner with too is interesting. Just curious, where are you all with, since we're talking Lego for a minute, it is Christmas time, where are you all with the Lego now having access to Star Trek as well as Star Wars? I don't think that line will ever grow like the Star Wars line would, but it was very interesting that they came out with Star Trek. I'm kind of curious about that. I was disappointed that their first model was from the next generation. I would have preferred the original because I'm a little older, but I get it. The background looks fantastic. Well, thank you. It's going to look better once we get, I'm going to move. If you look at some of my older videos, I have a whole wall over here that has all my retro computers. So I'm going to redo it and we're going to backlight and do some things there. I've got some ideas. It probably will evolve over time. Or I'm also thinking about maybe even an angle where I get a little both of these, but I'll be playing with that. So yeah. I like it when it works, Rudy. So, and again, I have background music going in my ear and you can't hear that, which is really frustrating. Because I really wanted you to hear that today because it's 1 hour of Christmas instrumental music and it's not coming through. So I have to contact the folks at Yellow Box to find out why that's not working, because it shows that it is working, but you're not getting it in the stream. So I will do that. Let me go back here and, let's see, chat. There we go. Festive greetings, everyone, from Drex 1969. You know, the lovely accountant was born in 1969. You two are of the same age. By the way, when I refer to, for those of you who are new to the channel, when I refer to the lovely accountant, I'm referring to my wife. She pays all the bills around here. So, and she makes sure that I don't overspend on our regular budget and that I'm down here doing this stuff and earning money for other things. So to help pay for this. All I want is that Lego Minus Terra set they'll release in June. I'm not familiar with that one. I have to take a look at it. Oh yeah, Jerry, some people are more erector set kids for sure. It will appeal to adults. I don't think many youngins know much Star Trek. I don't know. Power Vintage, good to have you here. I think the new shows are getting some new viewers. I'm not looking forward to that new Academy thing. I will tell you that. So I want a Voyager kit. Happy to see it. Just, yeah, never with their prices for sure. The pet in the background with the built-in tape deck is the first computer I ever used. So he's referring to this right here at the age of 10. Good to have you here, PJC Net. Thanks for joining. And Rich Combs, don't sweat the music. Still a great stream. Well, thank you, LD. Is it LD Stevens? LD Stevens? I try and do my best, but LD will go with that for now. So, well, thank you for that. And again, we'll get that worked out. Hey, let's jump into our MEGA65. How about that? By the way, and I should just go and ahead and do this now. Let's go ahead and do this business right here. Don't forget, do all the stuff down below. You can join the channel. Well, let me come back to that. Subscribe, thumbs up, comment. If you're really having a good time and you want to send me a little Christmas gift, be sure you can hit that thanks. And again, the lovely accountant loves it when I get thanks during streams because it helps offset the cost of me doing this and not having to take it out of our budget upstairs. So feel free to do that. You can also, as you see over here, you see we have member options. You can join the channel now, and I have all these fun Commodore inspired levels, all the way from the pet, as we just talked about, all the way up to the MEGA65, and you get different levels. Those of you that were MEGA65 members got a holiday gift from me. Last year's holiday gift, was it last year? Yeah. Last year's holiday gift was, no, it wasn't last year's, year before, but one year I sent out Retro Combs Funko Pops to everybody. How about that? And these are hard to come by, let me tell you. You can't get those now because you don't know the exact secret sauce I put on those. But this year, not quite as sophisticated as that, but something I thought was just really cool and really on par for what happened this past year. It's usually themed based on some stuff that were happening in the past year. So feel free to do that. Check out how you can join and become a member. The big thing that most people join for membership, though, is you do get access to my Discord. My Discord is where this chat room that you all are loving right now just happens all the time. And we have channels for all kinds of stuff, from 3D printing to Motorheads to all the Commodore computers. We have some other computers like the ZX Spectrum, Atari, just all kinds of chat behind the scenes. I share a lot of stuff that was going on with me. Probably as I'm doing the studio rebuild, I'll be doing that. But you also get access to that. So feel free to take a look at all the stuff down the bottom. Now, enough of that. For Christmas, let's go back down here and let's fire up. I am going to turn the music off because we're going to want to hear the sounds. Oh my goodness. I hope the MEGA65 sounds will come through. And they should, because that will be coming in through HDMI. So I think we're going to be okay there. So you all will get some music here in a little bit. Let's go ahead and rip off the cover of our MEGA65 and tell you what we're going to be doing today. Again, we have games and demos, C64 games and demos. By the way, So Ready covers are fabulous. If you have a MEGA65, get you one of these. I will try and remember to put a link to these covers in the video description when I get done today, because I will also do, what am I also going to do? I'm also going to do chapter markers so that you can bounce around if you want to come back later and see some of this. All right, so I have two things here. I had two different ways. There's three different ways that we could do this. So for those of you new to the MEGA65, let me just say this. I'm not sweating not having the C64 Ultimate because I have a MEGA65. The MEGA65 does pretty much everything the C64 Ultimate does. Now, there are some changes, and other people will say they're different, but by and large, with the C64 Core, I can do about all of the things that I can do with the C64 Ultimate. And I get to do it in this really cool form factor. As you all know, this has been like my favorite retro recreation. Now, we'll have to see how the C64 Ultimate comes in here, but this is still my favorite. These are still available. You can order these. You can get these. Dan, who was in here earlier, wrote the manual for this. Actually, Dan wrote the, I think, if I'm not out, but he wrote the manual for the C64 Ultimate too, which I'm really looking forward to. And I have a bunch of videos. I think I checked, I have over 50 videos on this thing. I've even done a user's manual series where I cover every chapter of the user's guide for the MEGA65. I've not done the appendix yet. I'm still thinking about how I'm going to do that. But anyway, so I love this device, but we can, with the C64 Core, use 64 cartridges. And so I tried a couple of different ways to load these games. I thought it'd be fun if we just go through it. But the first thing we're going to do is just to acclimate everybody. We're going to go here and we're going to fire up the MEGA65 right here. And I'm going to put this in 4x3 for us. And I have a fun little thing here. Check that out, guys. How about that? A little fun thing for the holidays. A little virtual 8-bit me in the lower right-hand corner, left-hand corner, whatever corner. That's what kind of day it's been. So, first thing we're going to do is I did find a demo. Now, we are using Scanline today because it's a retro day. We're kind of going back to the 70s and 80s with our favorite retro computers. So, and I'm going to bring up a demo that I found called Snowflake. Well, I'll tell you what, before we do that, let's do this. This is the first Christmas demo that was available. This is, I think, 2 years old now, but I thought I'd go ahead and share that so you can see how that works. And we'll go ahead and hit F3. And we'll do this right here, a little shortcut code to do this. And hopefully we'll get sound. All right, so tell me if you have sound. So this is one of the earlier demos. This really is showing you what the MEGA65's graphics could do and the sound. I really like it. It's not as Christmassy as I had hoped, but it is a demo that came out at Christmas time. So MEGA65, good. Thank you so much for that, Dan. Glad to hear that. Yes, on sound. Perfect. Thank you guys for that. We'll listen to a little bit of this. So now we got a little sound in the background, which is kind of fun. So the next thing I want to know in chat while you all are here, Dan verifies, yep, I did the C64U manual. We licensed the text of the original C64 guide, and I did additional writing and all the typesetting and technical illustration. Comobot cartoons by Leo Nigro. Very cool. Thanks for sharing that. Love that. Got a couple of you saying the sound isn't coming through. Sound is fine, a little quiet. Thank you. Let me go ahead and pop that up for you. I can do that. I'm always never sure about how loud I should make that. So I'm going to crank it up here a little bit for you guys. How about that? First 5x5 I get, you'll let me know. Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Landfill. Good deal. It's a little loud for me, so I'm going to turn that down in my ear here just a little bit. There we go. That's probably better for me, and all good. Perfect. Thank you guys in chat. This is why I love live streams. I get immediate feedback. So again, that is one Christmas demo, but check this one out. Here's a newer one. It's a little lower res, but it is the latest that we have from the MEGA65 community. So let me go ahead and reset here. So to reset, what I'm doing is there is just a little reset button over here. I'm going to tap that. So, and again, I kind of want to show the MEGA65 and how it works to some of you while you're here, because some of you may not have seen this. So now what I'm doing is I'm bringing up the freezer. The way that I am doing that is I'm holding the restore key for about 3 seconds. And then that brings up our freezer menu, and then from there I can mount disks. So again, very much like the C64 Ultimate, you can mount disks. And now what's really nice about the MEGA65, before it was limited to .D81, but now we can load .D64, which is really cool. And I gave that a shot the other day, and we're going to try something here to show you how it works. But here's the MEGA65. We're going to load up the new Snowflake demo. This one was just released. And let's go ahead and F3. Let's do our shortcut here so I don't have to type as much. And this is Snowflake by, is it Gehoff or Gehoff? I'm not sure. Gehoff, maybe. And now you won't hear any sound right now, but when I press space, we'll give this a second. Now it is only on one side. I think it's a mono SID tune. Again, just a fun demo of what is capable with the SID chip on the MEGA65, and really sounds good. I like it. We'll listen for a second or two here while I check out chat. Oh no, Jamie's being summoned. I hope everyone has a great holiday. See, Jamie, thanks for joining. Sorry about the sound earlier. Really stinks. Yep, bye, Jamie. Yes, obviously written specifically for the MEGA65 hardware, you bet. Yeah, it is very 80s, isn't it? Now, these are some modern ones. Now, we're going to pop over now to the Commodore 64 side. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and reset for us. Now, sometimes a reset will, there we go. Oh, I hit it too hard. Here we go. So the other thing that we have is we have something called Go 64 mode. I'm going to go ahead and go here. And this is the default, not the default, but this is the C64 mode that was going to be built into the Commodore 65. It has been ported over to the MEGA65. It's only about, some of the percentages I've heard is about 80% capable of running demos and things. But what I thought I'd do is show you that we can now mount .D64 images, and we'll try one of the demos I have on an SD card. So I'm going to come over here, same thing. We're going to pull up the freezer because the freezer is also available in the C64 mode of the MEGA65. We're going to come over here, hit 0. I'm going to come down here to my C64 subdirectory, which, you know, one of the things that's been fun is following the progression of this, because a lot of things we take it, we take advantage, or not take advantage, but we forget about now, is that some of these things weren't available earlier. Like we couldn't use subdirectories, we couldn't look at .d64 images, so take for granted is what I was trying to think. So, but now we can do so much of those things, and that's why I think this is just a great system. So we are going to try a demo in C64 mode on the MEGA65. We're going to go just with that little easy SX64 demo and see if it works and if it loads. So let's go ahead and resume, and then we have to do our old load. Asterisk, comma 8, comma 1, and we'll see if that demo runs. So far, so good. We'll run continuously, and this, most of you are familiar with this demo. If not, welcome to the 1980s. This is a demo that was released for the Commodore SX64, which I have one of those. It used to be in the view. It's sitting right over there right now. And the other thing about Go64 mode is it loads at regular speed. So let's go ahead and take a look here and see what we have. I'm sure if you've not seen this, let me know. It'd be interesting to see how many of you have actually seen this, but I think most of us have seen this by now. So yeah, wow, for sure. Dan spent a lot of time. Sound is very soft. I think I should really get my MEGA65 out someday and use it. Well, of course you should, Wick Central. And if you need ideas, check out my channel. We got lots. Far away sound. Sound is playing. It's very soft. It is probably softer with this one. Let me go ahead and crank it up just a little bit for you guys. Hold on. Yeah, it actually shows very soft on here too. There we go. That should help. Now I'm going to have to be very careful because the next one is going to blow us out of here. So, but you should be able to hear that now. That may actually be too loud. Perfect. Excuse me. 5x5, much better. That's better. All good. Better. Much better. Where can I find that demo? This is easily available online. You'll be able to find this anywhere. Shouldn't have any problems looking for this one. Taro says it's better. I think oh yeah, we already did that one. Let me move down here. Hey Mike, yep, welcome to you. 1980s, that was like a million years ago, especially for someone, yeah, as old as I am. I'll be turning 61 coming up this year. Holy cow. Yeah, I remember this from long ago. Yes, Mr. Landfield, got this on your C64 disc, and nice Petsky graphics. This is actually just a fun demo. I have had it just rolling in the background, and it's been a lot of fun. Hey, we got 51 viewers. I think this is the largest number of views I've had on the live stream. I think we've approached like 80 or 90, but this is a lot. So thank you all. Oh, wow, that's loud. Hold on. Oh, my goodness. Let's go back here and pull that back just a little bit. So thanks to all of you who are there. If you are watching, you're not dropped in the chat, please drop it in the chat. Let us know you're here. I am not able to hit everybody's chat today because we have so many folks in, but good to have you here. Let's go ahead and try another demo. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to check this out and see if we can load one of the more complicated demos in C64 mode. Now, I'm going to type Go64 again. You don't really have to keep typing that. You can hold down the Mega key. And my little guy is in the way here, but there's the MEGA65 key right here, which was the Commodore key. If you hold that down and boot up, it'll bring you into 64 mode, kind of like the Commodore 128 did. But since we're already here, we'll go ahead and do that. Say yes. And I'm going to try one of the more complicated demos, and let's see if it runs in Go64 mode on the MEGA65. And then we'll show you why the Core, oh, wrong one, why the Core C64 Core gets you just a little bit further. So let's try one of the newer games. And we're going to try Sherwood demo.d64. Now, again, the good news is we can finally mount it. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit F3. And then we are going to load asterisk, comma 8, comma 1. So it's going to load that from the .d64 disk image. Yeah, so the problem with is not the hardware, the FPGA. The hardware's there, but when the Commodore 65 was originally created, there were some breaks in the other side. It's not necessarily the emulation, but much like on the Commodore 128, there are certain things that wouldn't work. It's even worse on the Mega 65. I think they were going for just the basic overall functionality. Probably had some more work to do. They just never got there. So this is probably not going to work. I have not tried this. We are trying this live, folks. This is a brand new homebrew demo called Sherwood. It's the Christmas demo, and we're going to see if it works in Go64 mode. I don't think it's going to, but let's try. Because a lot of people, you know, take advantage of some certain calls, and yeah, this doesn't look good. This does not look good. So not working. So again, Go64 mode is not 100%. So that is just the way it is. So how do we fix that? You're on a Mega 65. You think, I want to be able to play every single Commodore 64 game. I don't want that blue screen of death thing. That's like running a Windows computer, even in 2026. Diss to the Windows users, I know. So here's what we do. We are going to turn off our Mega 65. And we are going to hold down our no scroll key, and we are going to boot up, and I want you to see what happens. We get our cores, and somebody earlier mentioned the PET core. You can see I have the Mega PET core here. So if I want to run the Super PET, I can do that. I'm still waiting for my VIC-20 slot to get filled up. VIC-20 core is in play and being created right now. So looking forward to that. One of these slots will be for an Amiga core, which is in development. There are lots of different other kinds of cores for like game machines. I don't put those on here. This is a computer for me. But this is the one we want. We want the C64 for Mega 65. This gets us at basically 99.95% of anything will run on this core. Now I am going to have to change my capture card here, back to here. And now let's try that same demo. Now it's not the restore key now. You don't hold that. We don't have access to the freezer because we're in a completely different core. So what we do is we hit the help key. The core folks have used the help key to pull up the menu. So let me show you what that looks like. So we hit help, and you can see that here. So now you see the options that we have for the core. And this makes it even feel a little bit more like the Commodore 64 Ultimate. Not quite as flashy with the screen, but you get pretty much all the things that you need. You see, we can mount our drive, we can load a program file, use hardware slots, and I'll show you that here in just a minute, which is kind of cool. Simulate a cartridge if you have a cartridge file. Flip your joystick ports without having to plug in and plug over. You can do that live while the program's running. You got your SID options, IEC, all kinds of stuff. You can change your displays if you need to do that. I do have CRT emulation turned on for those beautiful warm scan lines, but we are going to mount a drive, and we're going to try Sherwood now, and that was under games. Let's go to Sherwood demo. Take a look at my time here. Oh, we're doing okay. And so now then what we're going to do is hit help again to get rid of that menu. And then we are going to load up Sherwood and see if it works. Now, what's going to happen is this is going to be at normal speed on the Commodore 64. I can confirm that you can use the Epic's FastLoader, and it will speed up your loading of files regularly. But there's also another option that's even better, and we'll talk about that here in just a minute. And one of those options is you could actually load it. Well, I'll stop there. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go ahead while this is loading because we are in real time. So this is the other core. So we are doing that, Xander. So there you go. Downloaded. Let's see, download the Sherwood Demo 2 and tried it one time. Couldn't get past the first screen. I couldn't either, Tiny. And we'll talk about that. I don't understand what it's trying to do. So maybe together we can figure it out. So the FPGA must be quite powerful. It can fit the logic of the Amiga in it. It is there's a lot of room in there. And I think what's different is with the Amiga, with the Commodore 64U, the FPGA is not quite as powerful. This is one of the things, this gets a lot of grief for being so expensive, but the nice thing about this is it's expensive because they have ensured that there's room for expansion. You can do more with it. Okay, so this is ready to run. Let's go ahead and run. And don't make a liar out of me, MEGA65 and Commodore 64 Core. Let's let this thing do its thing. Again, this is a modern homebrew game, so it's running. There we go. So you can see it loaded perfectly fine. Again, kind of real-time loading from a disk, but there it is, okay? So then I want to show you one other thing that you can do to even make that faster. So what we did from there is we loaded the .d64 image from the SD card that's not built in, but is installed into the MEGA65. But believe it or not, there's a faster way. There is a faster way, and somebody just said, I use Jiffy DOS. You don't really need it. You don't really need, but Jiffy DOS is kind of cool too, but you don't really need it because here's what we're going to do. Wait till you see this, folks. I have in my hand the Kung Fu Flash. Let's do that next. Now, here's what's cool about the Kung Fu Flash. The Kung Fu Flash, I'm going to turn off the MEGA65. If you'll remember, one of the things I had to do was I had to switch the core to the Commodore 64, but I have my core, my C64 configured that whenever I insert a Commodore 64 cartridge, it automatically boots to that core. It's one of the things that MEGA65 has done for us. So now I'm going to plug in my cartridge. Again, it's the Kung Fu Flash. I'm going to turn it on. We're going to go back to our MEGA65 screen. And you can see immediately the Kung Fu Flash loaded up our original Commodore 64. And it's time for some more Ale 8 in my moose mug. The original Commodore 64, SX64 Christmas demo, right? And you saw how fast that was. You remember how we had to wait for it to load. So that is with the Kung Fu Flash on the MEGA65 C64 Core. Now, you're probably asking yourself, hey, Retrocombs, you didn't demo that. You demoed Sherwood. Watch this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to press the middle button right here. You can see that. And that's going to bring up our Kung Fu Flash menu. So I'm going to bring that up. And then what I'm going to do is come back up here, hit this, and I'm going to come back out of here. We're going to go to our games demo, because basically what I've done is I've duplicated the contents of the SD card, both in the SD card in the MEGA65 and on the Kung Fu Flash, so that we can see this demo. And now I'm going to load the Sherwood demo. You ready? Get ready. Remember how long it took before? We'll check chat and see what you think, but I'm going to hit enter. Here we go. Oh, of course, I got to get the program file itself. There we go. Now let's do it. And there you go. How much faster is that? So, I highly recommend, if you want the best loading experience on your MEGA65, these are very inexpensive. You can find these. There's a lot of different versions of them. This one is from The Future Was 8-Bit, which is actually, I think, where this is from as well. But you can find these, especially like at Computer Vintage Festivals. There's a lot of different versions of these. Just so much fun. And it makes just loading games so much quicker. So let's go ahead and take a look at Sherwood. So I've got my handy Hyperkin joystick here, which has the original DIN connector on it. And if you want to see that a little bit larger view, I will have links to this down in the video description once I get the live stream done. Probably will spend some time tonight doing that. And here we go. Boom. So this game is really pretty cool. And I don't remember if I have, looks like if you look at the top, I have 3 arrows. So let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. There we go. So what you're supposed to do is, and I think this is, and I don't think we can open that. Yep. So we're going to go here, and to jump, you push up on the joystick. So we're going to come over here. It's a little hinky, but what I'm like, I believe it was Tani who said, I have not figured out how to get any higher than this right here. Oh, I had it. Hold on. All right, so I have that. Boom, take care of him. But yeah, it's been weird trying to get from. I cannot get to there. So see, you got to get to the top. But man, it is so hard, and I don't know what's going on. I love this game. I think it's a lot of fun. You can jump on the head. I can jump on the head of the monk. No, I can't jump on the head of the monk, and I can't get up there either. So, and there's more arrows, so I should grab those while I'm at it. But it is just kind of an exercise in frustration to figure out what I need to do. Can I jump on here maybe? I don't think, yeah, see? And there's nothing here to jump on. Can't jump up there. But I just can't get away from this level. So, yes, you can jump on his head. I couldn't, Tawny, how did you do that? I couldn't figure, oh, let me see. Do you have to do it when his hand is up? Let's see if I can jump on his head. Hold on. Oh. Oh, there it is. I didn't know. Oh, you guys. Here we go. Oh, but I missed. I still missed. Do I have to get off on his hand there? Oh, I see. Maybe I've got to... Oh, missed. So, all right. Well, listen, I'm not going to play this game all day because I could. But if you have tips for me on how to get through this level, and I will check. Oh, I see. Jump on the vine above. Oh, I see what you're saying. All right. Well, let me just do it real quick. Yes. Why didn't I think it? I think it's always when I'm on a live stream, I don't think right. There we go. There we go. And then... Well, okay, I get it. So I will take care of that. I will do that, but that's a lot of fun. So anyway, that is the Sherwood Christmas demo. If you're looking for a good game to play, check that out. I think you'll really enjoy that. An impressive modern game. Amazing how they've pushed the hardware for sure. Kiwa is working on the Amiga core, starting with an Amiga 500 1.3. Very cool. Can't wait for that. Looking forward to that. Hey, Merry Christmas to you as well. I believe this is your first live stream with us. Q's... I don't know. Q's. We're going to call you Q's. Welcome, Q's. You can jump on the head of the monk. Yes. Jump on his head. I love it, Tiny. Vine above. Yep. Shoot the white flame with the arrow. Oh, I kind of want to do that now. Let's see. Can I do that? Look at that. All right. So I will play more with that. Thank you, Johan. That is awesome. So thank you for that. Wow, we've got 66 of you. Thanks for joining this Christmas Eve edition live stream of Retro Combs. By the way, if you're just visiting for the very first time, I do these streams about every couple of weeks. They're not all as festive as this one, I'm sorry, but they are a lot of fun, and we do a lot of different types of retro computers, mainly focused on Commodore, MEGA65, Atari, things like that, but occasionally we'll do some more technical things as well. So I'd love for you to hit subscribe down below, hit that thumbs up for me, let me know you appreciate it, and hey, if you are enjoying it and want to send me a little Christmas gift, don't forget that thanks button down below. You can do that as well, and everything that's down there gets reinvested into the channel. So maybe I can get enough money to figure out why my audio didn't work earlier, for those of you who are hanging around with me. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and use the Kung Fu Flash because it works so well. So let's go ahead and try a demo. Let's do a demo. So we've done a game. Let's go back up and now do a demo. And then we can check in on chat here. We got a couple more games, a couple demos. This is one I really love. This is wavefxmas.prg. I love this demo. Wait till you hear this. This is so cool. And again, it's going to run like that. I should have just had this playing and left this in the background. Listen to this. This is so cool. So tell me what you think about that one. I fell in love with this when I found this. This is so good, I could leave this playing in the background. And I have not listened to it long enough to know how many different songs we have. I could probably turn that down just a little bit. You probably can't hear me now. So tell me what you think about that demo right there. I'm going to go ahead and check on chat just a little bit, see if I've missed anything. Let's see. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. And it is a new demo, too. This one was online. I think I got this from, this was itch.io. So be sure to check it out. Mr. Lamfield, I think, is out of here. He says, be safe, everyone. Yes, be careful. Those reindeer out tonight. Make sure Santa hasn't had too much eggnog, and you stay out of his way tonight too. My favorite retro computers were the C64, SID Sound especially, which you're hearing right now, and Amiga, but own ZX80, 81, TI 9994A. I have one of those, Atari ST, and many PCs. Hey, this music's just getting better. Listen to this. That is really good. YouTube compression is not kind with the pixel graphics. It could be that I have scan lines turned on too. I think that what you're seeing, insert disc 2. And by the way, welcome to my live stream. I'm pretty sure this is the first time you've joined my live stream, so thanks for joining insert disc 2. Great I love the name too, insert disc 2. Love it. But it's probably because I have scan lines turned on the MEGA65. Xander says, looks cool. I think it is cool too. Tony likes this one. A nice SID sound and graphics, looks awesome for the hardware. It's a great way to show off your Commodore 64. Now again, this is the Commodore 64 program playing on the MEGA65 with the Commodore 64 Core. If you have Commodore 64 Ultimate or an original Commodore, you should get this same sound and experience. It's that well done. So check it out. I really love this one. Still here? I thought you were shutting down. Oh, no, I'm not shutting down yet. We got more to go. I'm here for at least another 40 minutes if you guys want to join. I mean, we're just hanging out on Christmas Eve. You come and go as you need to. I will be here for you on Christmas Eve. The lovely accountant and I don't have anything planned for until a little bit later on. And then we're actually traveling a little bit, visiting folks. So this is so good. I should just play this in the background since it's working. Let's see if it starts over or if it's the same song. It's Cam. Thank you there, Cam. Good to have you, Cam. Thank you. I really wish we had our old things back. So it looks like the music stops at this point and then it just scrolls. Oh, it's starting over. Okay, so there we go. So yeah, you're very welcome. Don't you have volume meters for input and output on your I do. The problem is I'm still trying to figure out what some of the programs are higher and lower off the same device. It's really weird. I think the music now should be good, right? I think we're in good shape there. Hey, Tennessee horror fan, good to have you here. Love that you've joined us. This is your first time with us, which is great. And Chill and Relax 2025, great tune with this. And then for some reason the emoji didn't come through, but good to have you here too. A lot of first-time folks at the Retro Combs live stream. Good to have you all here. Taro says the demo is certainly a step up from the original Christmas demo. For sure. We amped it up. All right, let's try something else. I probably should have saved that for last, but I know some of you are in and out and I wanted you to see that. Now these are demos. I'm going to go ahead and do the Iowa Jack demo right now. This is just, there is a game called Iowa Jack. This is just a demo from the developer. You don't actually get to play the game for this one. It's just a demo, but it is still pretty good. It actually showcases the capabilities of a Commodore 64, which is just amazing. I'm really looking for the C64 Ultimate with its enhanced memory. And it has the RU. I think we're going to see even some really cooler development in some games. And we're going to see the Commodore 64 really pushed to its limits and just amazed at what we wish maybe we had seen back in the 80s. Here we go. Let me pull this up a little bit. I'll stream as long as the L8 is rolling. Uh-oh. Last one. Cheers, everybody. Merry Christmas. All right, I'm going to press any key. And now you get a different song. That sounds a little fast, doesn't it? I guess it's okay. Thanks for the feedback, Xander. Really appreciate it. We'll go ahead and go with what we have. Yeah, Tennessee Horror Fan, dance, you bet. Dance for sure. Hey, there's 67 of you, but I only have 48 likes. So make sure you hit more likes. Need more likes. Also, don't forget you can subscribe, do all that business down below. Hit that thanks button too if you're interested in doing that for us today. Let's see, I hope the C64 Ultimate would incorporate the Big 2 Kawari. I don't know. I don't know if it can do that or if it will do that. Hold on a second. I need to pull back on my monitor. It's a little bit loud in my ear. Sounds good though, doesn't it? Okay, so let me check my levels. That looks good. This is tough. Having to be my own technical person and trying to keep you all entertained at the same time. Not easy, folks. Not easy. Howdy from the great state of Texas. Good to have you from the great state of Texas. What happened to my chat? Let's get you back up there. Dot matrix printer to print out 5 long Christmas themed banner. Oh, that would be awesome. It's one of the things I don't have in my collection is a dot matrix printer. I've got to do something about that. So yeah, at some point I'll do that. This is still really loud in my ear. Let me pull this down. There we go. That'll be better. That'll quit drowning me. On the other hand, I wish MEGA65 could run C64 Core at faster clock. Maybe that'll come later. We'll have to check on that. Insert Disc 2 says, I am also waiting on the C64 Ultimate, but Distribution Hub is sitting on mine. Yeah, Insert Disc 2, you were not here earlier, but I have... let me turn it down a little bit. That does look... Yeah, that is loud. Holy cow. There we go. Thank you, Insert Disc 2. So I'm really struggling here to make sure I keep the balance going because the volume is all over the board on these different games. So thank you for that. I'll keep looking in chat to make sure I'm doing the right thing here for you all nuts. But anyway, I had the Founders Edition, which as you all know, we were supposed to get first, but it just didn't work out. So let's do another demo, shall we? We are going to hit the little button on the Kung Fu Flash. Again, using the Kung Fu Flash because things just load so much faster on the Kung Fu Flash. So that was the Iowa Jack Christmas demo. Let's do the Binary Legends Christmas demo 2. Again, these are all new demos that I found. I don't remember this one. I know I downloaded it, but I don't remember what it does. That's better. Good. Glad. All right. So this is, I think, an upgraded version of the... maybe SX64, we'll see. I'm pretty sure there's more than that. I think I hit space. Is that right? Yeah. There we go. Now, see, that's real low. I know you can't hear that. So now I'm going to have to go back in. I'm going to have to crank that up. And then... All right, tell me if you guys can hear that. But another just a cool demo. So, one of the things you can do over the holidays while you have your family, especially if you have a Commodore 64 or your MEGA65, is take the thing, take it upstairs. In my case, I'm in a basement or downstairs if you got yours upstairs, and put it out there and let the family play with it. For those of you who were on a little bit or weren't on earlier, one of the things we did was we surprised my daughter, who's a 30-year-old now, which I can't believe, with a brand new Commodore 64 Ultimate she's going to be getting. Now, unfortunately, she's waiting for hers, but we did surprise her with that during the live stream. I'm pretty sure she's not watching now. She's probably gone. We tried to bring them on. We had some technical issues. It was a disaster. Anyway, but it was fun to kind of gift a Commodore 64 today during the live stream. It was fun. Not what I had hoped, but hey, we're doing that. Mike says he has a Founders Edition on the way as well. Good to have you here, Mike. Thanks for joining the live stream. I know this is your first time with us as well, so good to have you here. You can bet, folks, when my Commodore 64 Founders Edition gets here, there will be a live stream. We will unbox that thing live. We will open it up. We will hook it up. We'll go through it. And then I already have videos planned for that device. I'm looking forward to it. Got lots of stuff planned. So make sure if you've not done so, hit like, subscribe, alerts, all that down below so that when I get my Founders Edition, you can join me for that live stream and then we can share that experience together. Now, I know by the time I get that, it's going to be old news as far as the Commodore 64 Ultimate, but it will be fun to open that with all of you. And again, what we try and do here on Retro Combs during our live streams is we're just building a little, it's like a 1980s Commodore Computer Club or Atari or whatever we pulled out at the time. So if you like that kind of thing, be sure and do that. By the way, if you love the chat, I will say it one more time. Can't say it enough. I do have a Discord. It's the Retro Combs Discord, and on the Retro Combs Discord, this chat happens all the time. There's people in there doing all kinds of fun things. We've got channels for all kinds of computers, all the Commodore computers. We've got a channel for Motorheads. We've got channels for 3D printer guys. We've even got some scripts that you can use that make your using your Commodore even more fun and useful. We just started that. There's only 2 there. For instance, I wrote a script that lets you download every Commodore 64 book from the Internet Library, Internet Archive Library. And then Evil J has one that helps you pull all of the data down for your Intellivision. So we've got some really smart people in there who are contributing to that too. So if you're interested in that, want to be a part of that, just go down below, look at the join, and all you have to do is join at the second to the lowest level, which is the VIC-20 level, and you can join the Discord. So lots of fun stuff. Beige and Starlight sitting under my Christmas tree. Man, rub that in, Drex. That's wrong. Bust at my Aldi up the road. Oh man, Wick Central, you actually went? I thought you were just joking. So for those of you who don't know, what he's talking about is we found these building kits if you came in late, and they're the kit on the inside. These are Lego clones, and it's for an original Mac computer. So I'm going to be putting that together over the holiday. So how cool is that? So just thought we'd share that. All right, let's do another demo. That's that one right there. Let's go ahead and try something else. I'll tell you what, let's do a game now. Let's pop out of here, and let's go back up here, and let's try shall we play a game? Let's see, let's do Father Christmas. And we're going to load that. And again, what I love is this just loads like super fast from that Kung Fu Flash. Again, Kung Fu Flash on the MEGA65 with the Commodore 64 Core. That's normal. Wick Central says, all they had was Lego Santa. Well, I appreciate you making the run down there. Thanks for doing that. Your mileage may vary, I guess, based on where you are. Hey, Wick Central, if you don't mind telling us, what state are you in? That may give us some information. All right, let me go ahead and press spacebar here. Get out of the crack screen. The official Father Christmas game. So you all are definitely getting some Christmas music anyway, even though my attempts at music earlier failed. So let's go ahead. Hey, by the way, what'd you guys think about my little 8-bit guy over there? He looks a little younger than I look, but he turned out all right. Got the same shirt going on, and it turned out well. Please enter your name. Retro CO, I think is all I can get on this one. All right. So, oh my goodness, I'm already dying. There's no jump. I've not played this. I don't know what I'm doing, but it looks like there's no way to jump or move down or anything. You just go left and right and pick up stuff, I think. And there's no sound for the game. That's disappointing. What is this? See, these look like something I should be able to jump on, but there's no jump. Maybe there's a key that does something. Does anybody know how to play this game? Has anybody played this game? Let me know. I mean, I'm not picking up anything or anything. I mean, there's spacebar's not getting me there. Nothing. What in the world? Okay, this game is, first of all, that music, I can't listen to that anymore. That was going to get old quick. But anyway, there is a game. Wow, we're going to cut that one off. That was... Woof. What was that? That was Father Christmas. I think that one came up highly recommended, but I think maybe we need to find out what's going on. Let's try something else. Let's do, we're going to save Santa's Christmas Caper. Let's do Merry Christmas. Let's see what this game is. Again, by the way, I think, oh, I do. I have links to all the games down in the video description. It'll take you to a Google Doc, which has a little synopsis and the links for all of these. Now, this is Merry Christmas for Melbourne House. This is kind of fun. This is an adventure game, but it has graphics. I think it would hit... let's see. I'm trying to remember. I had some problems running this earlier. Something happened. And it did the same thing. It locked at this screen. It is flaky, and I don't know why it's flaky, because all it is an adventure game. Retro Media Weekly says, love this game. You need to collect the sled with the elves touching you and bring to the screen on the right. Okay, Retro Media Weekly, thank you for that. I will take a look at that and see what's going on. Oh, looks like we lost Dan. Dan got to run Christmas errands, which I completely understand. Good to have you here, Dan. Thanks so much. And thanks for all you've done in the last year. Dan and I had a chance to meet at the Midwest Computer Festival this year, and it was really great to get to know him and meet him. So yeah, happy holidays, Dan. I will do that, Retro Media Weekly. I remember Melbourne House. They made Way of the Exploding Fist. Yeah, this one locked up again. This one I have had troubles loading it. And I don't know why it's not working now, because I'm pretty sure I loaded it. Let me try it one more time. Did I load the right thing? Maybe I need to load this first. Maybe because that's a 1. Let's try that. That is not it. So let's try and do this. I'm going to try. How did I get it loaded before? Okay, here's what we're going to do. Because I'm having problems this way, what I'm going to do is, it may be because of the disk access with the Kung Fu Flash. I'm going to boot into, let's see if we can get out of here, F1. And let's go into reset, F1. I think I can go, let's see, I want to, F5, let me see. Oh, nope, that didn't do it. Okay, we're going to try, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the Kung Fu Flash. And we're going to boot back in, and we're going to try and load it manually so that you can see it. So I'm going to not use the Kung Fu Flash. I'm going to boot into the core here. And this is kind of good fun. Again, you get to kind of see how all this works. And then we're going to load it from the internal SD card. So I'm going to hit Help. I'm going to go to Mount Drive. We're going to go to Games. We're going to go to Santa's Christmas Caper. And we're going to load it the old-fashioned way, folks. So load. Oops. I've got another keyboard in front of this one, and I sometimes get messed up. There we go. Comma 8, comma 1. Let's try this. So again, running it old school. We'll see what we have. Let's see. A debugger would be useful to get a live breakpoint. It would. I don't know that, actually, Kung Fu Flash, I don't know, I don't remember if it has one in there or not. Now we are, because we're not, I probably should put in the Epic's FastLoader since I'm doing it this way, but we are running at regular speed. So I need you all to chat a little bit in the chat room. Give me something to play with here. So nice to see some 8-bit goodness. Hey, HiHar 2007, good to have you here. Thanks for joining us. What's the difference between using the Kung Fu Flash versus loading from the SD card on the MEGA65 in C64 mode? Now, insert this to you've asked a very confusing question because I'm using the C64 Core. There is the C64 mode, which is not very compatible and not really recommended for much. I'm using the C64 Core. The difference is this injects the, well, you can't really see me. This injects the program through the cartridge port, whereas the SD card is running it through cycle accurately as if it were a disk. So this is going to inject it right in through the, like a cartridge. It's going to load it as quickly as a cartridge. So again, that's why I prefer this when I'm loading games on the C64 Core. Now this is still working, and we know that because we still have disk access light. So this is going to stop here in just a little bit. Yep, I think I had your back there, insert disk 2, so I think we are good to go. This is the, yeah, okay, so you see it stopped. Now let's go back here. We should be ready. Now we're going to hit run. We're going to type run. And I think it's going to work this time. I think some programs will work one way and they want another. That's why I think it's very valuable to kind of show you all the different ways that we can load these things. There we go. So see, it worked that time. And that's interesting too, because this isn't wait a minute. This is not the same game. I loaded the wrong one. Are you kidding me? Wow. Anyway, well, while we're here, we'll come back to the Melbourne title, that one here in just a minute. Since we've already gone through it and loaded it, let's just, yeah, I know, thanks. This is what happens. See, normally when I have mistakes, those of you who are new, a lot of times I do this screen right here. And this is my, oh no, I made a mistake screen and I've got to fix it. But here, in this case, it's a mistake, but we can live with it. So let me show you, I like this game. This is a fun game. Now I'm going to say unlimited lives just so you get a chance to see it. Immortality. This is really cool. You are Santa Claus in Santa's Christmas Capers. Good music, great graphics. I like this game. It is so much fun. So I press my button. And we're off. Here we go. Now this is your regular shooter game, and you got to pick up things along the way. And it is a lot of fun to play. Let's go ahead and get that and that. And I'm always confused about what I'm supposed to pick up and what I'm not supposed to. Like the balls, am I supposed to pick those up? No, that looks like bad, right? So, but that's what we're doing. It is, again, just a lot of fun to play. It's Santa on steroids. It's Santa as an action figure. It's Santa saving the universe from gifts and Christmas-themed baddies. But this is, again, one of my favorites. If you're looking for a fun game to have just sitting on your Commodore 64 this holiday season and the family is sitting down at your Commodore 64, this is it. This is a good one. And they'll go, wow, Commodore 64 has a game that is a shooter with Santa? How unique is that? Yeah, I can sit here and play on. Now, I'm on unlimited live, so again, I'm not going to die, but so you get a chance to really just kind of see the game and see the levels. It doesn't have a lot of depth to the levels, I will say that. It's pretty much, you see now we've got some rooftops. You get a little bit. So, what do you think about that game? Would that be one that you would have out at your place with your Commodore 64 Ultimate or original Commodore 64 for people to play at Christmas? I think you should. Oh, there we go. You see a little elf there? It's changing a little bit, isn't it? All right, so there you go. Cheers from Pennsylvania. Hey, you're close. I'm in Indiana, my friend. So we are close. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining on this Christmas Eve, the Christmas Eve edition live stream. This is an annual event for Retro Combs. Every Christmas Eve, I try and do one of these. So it's a blast. I always enjoy it, and I appreciate that the lovely accountant, aka my wife, allows me to have time on Christmas Eve to do this, which is really nice. So Jimmy Z says, cheers. Good to have you here, Jimmy Z. By 1990, I'd moved on to the Amiga, not seen this. I still had my C64, which I loaded up occasionally just to listen to the tunes, for sure. Let's see if we can get that one working again. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to turn this off. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to insert the Epix FastLoad. We're going to see if we can get that adventure game going. So I'm going to plug that in here. So again, I'm using the Epix FastLoad here. And what I'm going to do is we're going to turn this on. Now, because that is in here, because it's the 64 cartridge, the nice thing about it is it will automatically boot to Commodore 64 Core the way I have this configured, so I don't have to go to that core menu. So if you remember that core menu earlier, we're not going to have to worry about it. It's just going to go right in there, and it's going to load our Epix cartridge, and we have all the Epix FastLoad shortcuts. So if I just want to see the directory of the disk, I can do that. But first I need to mount one. Let's do that. Let's mount our drive. Let's go our games, and we want, which one was it? Merry Christmas, right? Yeah, Merry Christmas. That was the one, I think, right? Oh, gosh, I think that was the one, yeah. And we'll do this, and then what we're going to do is pull up our menu here. There we go. And then we'll go up here, and then if we do this right here, since we have the FastLoad cartridge, it should load that for us. There we go. And you see that was pretty quick. Let me come down here, now we'll run. And let's see how this goes. Believe this will get us, there we go. There, Merry Christmas from the Melbourne house. So so you see how that loaded up pretty quickly. Where can I find the Santa Shooter games? If you look down my video description, you will find a link to my a Google Doc that has all these in there. So by the way, just so we know, this is still working. My little access light's still going. So we need to wait for that to stop. When that stops, this screen should change. It hasn't yet, but it still is going. So I just need to wait. And that was not happening before. So that means that this seems to be working with the Epix FastLoader. So I think we're okay. So we'll just go ahead and let that go. And we'll wait for that. While we're doing that, we'll check on chat. I need to learn how to use my MEGA65. Yes. There you go. See? So yes, here's what I would say, Wick Central. Again, once you learn how to use this thing, this is so capable. again, I love this. Before the C64U came out, I wondered why everybody just didn't get one of these. Because with the C64, now it is pricey, I'm not going to lie. The C64 Ultimate is way cheaper, but still there's some things that this will do that the C64 Ultimate will never do. And I don't believe they can port, now Dan's already left, but I'm pretty sure they can't port the MEGA65 core to the C64 Ultimate because this has a different FPGA. This has a more capable FPGA in it. So here is the adventure game with graphics, which I think is just really fun. It's got great music. You can see, let's hit return for more. And now we've just got a really fun text adventure. If you like those original text adventure games, you get those. So just a lot of fun. Let's see, let's look. Workshop door is open to the east and snow covers the ground. Hey, let's see if we can go into the workshop. Let's go east. Oh, I can't. Is the door not open? Door is to the east and snow covers the ground all around. Open door? Let's see. Workshop door is locked. Let's go west. Let's see what happens when we go west. Let's see if we can get the screen check. There we go. You are wandering in circles hopelessly because you are retro combs, and that's what you do. You can't tell which direction is which. All the exits look the same to you, but they're not. Let's go north. And then we're back to that somehow. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Oh, look, Santa's coming out. Check it out. You're outside Santa's workshop where the elves are making the toys. Very cool. So this is a really fun game. Again, this would be another fun one to have out for the family and let everybody just kind of keep playing. I think that'd be a lot of fun. All right, so we've got just a couple more titles and we're going to start winding down this Retro Combs Christmas Eve live stream. Eerie. Wonder Dog. Hey, good to have you, Wonder Dog. Thanks for popping in. It's not quite the same, but virtually everything will run on an emulator too. Yeah, for me, and I've talked about this a lot, I don't like emulators and I don't like misters because I want the physical hardware experience. I want I want the same keyboard I would have, all that business. So yeah, agreed. A lot of this you can do on an emulator. It's just not something I enjoy. We really need an Amiga Ultimate next. I think they're trying to bring the Amiga brand back to Commodore as well. So I think we're going to see that. What are you using to stream? Vice? No, Jimmy Z, to stream, I am using the YOLO Box Extreme Ultra. That's what I'm streaming with. And then I can show it to you. Hold on. Let me give you a little picture. Here it is. So that's this device right here. So I'm streaming from this device right here. Had a little bit of an issue earlier, and you can kind of see my studio here. So this is what I'm seeing. So I just have this on over here so I can see what's going on. This is my monitors to show me what you're seeing, and then everything is controlled from here. So I can tap on the screen. I've also got a YOLO deck, which gives me these buttons here, much like a Stream Deck for the YOLO box. So I'm doing that. I am, again, as I said earlier, all of this is getting redone over the holiday. So everything's going to be a little bit better. So yeah, we're getting there. I got key lights. I got all kinds. I got Stream Deck over here. It's all kind. Does that work? Let's see. Yeah, it is working. Sweet. It used to be I had. Let's see. I don't know if that's working or not. I haven't set that up in a while. Yeah. So see, I just hit a button over here, and if you look in chat, it says be sure to hit subscribe and thumbs up. Become a member for more perks. So I forgot I had that over here. It also tells me right here how many viewers I have, which is nice. So yeah, it's a pretty cool setup. Let me get out of here. Let me go back into, let's see, we want to turn this off, and let's go ahead and pull out our Epic's FastLoader, since we did get that to work, and we've got one more game and a couple of demos, and then we will call it a day. So then we'll come over here, we'll turn this back on, bring that back over here. Amiga Ultimate would be awesome. Yes, I think it's, let me see if I can fix that. There we go. Let's pull that back up here. Let's come back. Yeah, that title was causing all kinds of problems. We've done everything there, so we're good there. No, so we're out of games because we did Christmas Caper. So we just have I think one more demo to share. Merry Christmas demo, Christmas Carols. I think this one, let's see, I believe, did we do, I think this is the same as the SX. Oh no, maybe this is different. Let's try. This might be different. Oh yeah, this is a different one. This is the other one that I wanted to share with you. This is pretty good too. I really enjoy this one. Have 70 of you, 76 of you are watching. Thanks for joining me on a Christmas Eve live stream with Retro Combs. Many folks are joining just because they're probably sitting around waiting for the big guy in the big red suit, or the fat guy, whatever, the big guy in the red suit to come down their chimneys and bring them their retro computing gifts. We've had a blast. If you're just popping in, be sure you scroll back, use that scrubber, go back. We've had a lot of stuff going on. Very beginning of the stream, lots of technical issues, sorry, but we've had a lot of people popping in and saying hello. And look, we just went right through that thing. Let's try that again so you can see it. I'm just too busy yapping over it, but I wanted to welcome everybody who's here. We'll have one more demo after this and then we'll be winding down. So if you have something you want to say down in chat, make sure you do that. Also, don't forget you have, oh, it's not going to work. I'll have to redo it. Don't forget you also have all those things you can do down below. Do that for me too. And send a thanks if you've enjoyed this little brief respite from your Christmas Eve gathering / wrapping. By the way, I've got to wrap after this. I have to wrap after this. Holy cow. Let's see. That is slick. Okay. Let's give this a second, let you hear this while I finish up my L8 in my moose mug. I love the TV on this. I think that's really cool. All right. So again, just a quick little demo I thought was kind of fun. It's a short one. It just scrolls and then we're done. And then the last thing I want to share, and we will play these while I'm closing up the stream and chat. This is Christmas carols. I will say on my channel, you can go find a video that has every one of the songs that's on this disc. So let me load it up for you so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is Christmas carols. And what it'll do is you can pick from, this is by John Henry Software. This is original. This isn't new. This is back from the 80s. I love this because you can play all of these songs. They're not necessarily great. You can hear right? But you can play all the songs continuously, which is what I like to do, just have them in the background. So let's go ahead and hit number 1. And then what I could do is I could just leave this playing during a stream. Interestingly, I will tell you this about this video. This one got flagged by YouTube, and someone tried to claim, oh, Little Town of Bethlehem, that this playing this or sharing this was a copyright infringement. So I challenged that one because I went back and, oh, Little Town of Bethlehem was gone years ago. Challenged it and actually won and got the video put back online, which was really cool to finally win one. All right. But I do have this as a video if you just want to grab this and play the video in the background, or you can go find the video, find the program itself and you can play with it. So, all right, while this is going on, let's just go ahead and let that play in the background. I'm going to kick it up just a little bit more so that you can hear it. Just a little bit more. There we go. That'd be a nice kind of send out as we leave out of the stream for today. Let's go ahead and follow up on chat. Do a little last minute business. Tell you what's coming up. That is slick. I'm sure Wick Central is referring to the studio. It's not as slick as it could be. It's actually overcomplicated. It will be better when I get done. But there you go. Got a little going on there. But it will get better. And again, I'm looking forward to fixing that over the holiday. So, and again, I have a very generous supporter of my other channel, RetroCombs-Tech, where I do modern stuff, who has supplied me with a whole new long sit-stand desk I can't wait to set up, and I'll be featuring that. Jimmy Z, MEGA65, there you go. The MEGA65 is a beauty, says Insert Disc 2. I agree wholeheartedly. I love it. I'm glad I backed it. I do have, and you can't really see it, underneath the box here, this is the, oh man, gotta remember I've got actual flames right there. I'm kind of warming up my hand here. This is the MEGA65 dev kit. So I was really early on with the MEGA65 and have just enjoyed it. What are we going on? 5 years now of actually having a physical one, and then 10 years of the MEGA65 in development. So definitely a work in progress, but it is so much fun. Drex, I wouldn't be surprised if the official Commodore do it eventually. They're making an Amiga core for the MEGA65. Yes, they are, and I'm looking forward to it, and I have a core reserved for it, along with a VIC-20 core, which is still not there yet. I have the original Ultimate and the new Ultimate as well. I do have an Ultimate cartridge for my original Commodore 64. So here's a question for a bunch of you, since I have a bunch of you here. I really, and I know this is controversial, I'm really thinking about, for the channel, because my channel has always been about retro recreations of originals, of getting rid of some of my originals, maybe at Next Vintage Computer Festival selling some of them, and just really focusing on the modern recreations for the channel. So tell me what you think. Should I will keep a couple. It's not like I'm getting rid of all of them. There's a couple that I love that I will keep, like my VIC-20, a C64, the 128. But I'm thinking about getting rid of some other things that I'm not using. Like I've got an Apple computer over here. I've got a couple of TIs, and I'm thinking about just sticking with them. So what do you like? Should the channel be focused just on the modern recreations now that we're in this really interesting time for retro computers, or should I continue to focus on a little bit of both? Love to know your thoughts down below in chat. Any major differences? I don't know. I have to refer to somebody who has both. I love text adventure games too. I really dug those growing up, enjoyed them. I was a draftsman by trade, and so I took drafting in high school, which is interesting because I wanted to map out all of the adventure games. I had books and books sketched out, which, by the way, I am having delivered today my first Remarkable, the little e-ink tablet. I've got the Remarkable Move coming in. I'm really looking forward to that. As a matter of fact, let's just check and see if that's been delivered yet. That was coming via DHL. Let's see if I have a delivery notification. It said somewhere between 1:30 and 3:30 I would have it delivered. It looks like delivery on demand. Your shipment is arriving soon. So it hasn't been delivered yet. Oh no, it has been delivered. So my Remarkable Move is here. So I might have to get to the store today before they close. Or I have a box for the channel where I have everything sent. So there you go. There's a Christmas gift to me. I'm looking forward to that. And I'm going to do a video on the Remarkable Move if you're interested in that. New Ultimate is still in the box waiting for the bling board. Very cool. Melt Snowman. Yeah, there you go. Insert disc 2. I'm meaning streaming on YouTube, not the hard. Okay, you guys talking about something there. That's good. That's quite. Thank you. I appreciate that. I enjoy it. Yeah, be sure to hit subscribe and become a member for more perks. Wait, who put that in there? Oh yeah, I put that in there. I hit this little button over here and that happened. How about that? Thumbs up, everyone. Yes, thank you, Mr. Landfill. Wonder Dog says, gotta go, folks. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Wonder Dog. It's so good to have you here. Yes, be safe. Doc, thank you for the info. You're very welcome. Merry Christmas, says Joe Naberhouse. Good to have you, Joe. This is your first live stream with us. Had a lot of first, folks. So hopefully you guys will return. Again, we do this about every other week. So hit all that stuff down below so that you're familiar with it. I like your interaction with the side chat. Well, thank you. I get grief about that too, especially people who watch it in later, but I think this is where it's at for me. I love to meet you all, and hopefully you get to know me better. And I love the chat. This is why I love my Discord too, because the folks in my Discord are hardcore chatters. They want to stay in touch, and we've really developed a really fun little community over there. So I'm glad you appreciate that. I just bought the Sherwood game. It is fun. Good, Tony. Thanks for that. Yeah, I'm glad. Hopefully we've helped promote another C64 homebrew game that people want. Or are you in a group, or do you rap freestyle? Wait, who raps freestyle? I'm not rapping. I do not rap. Nice to see Classic Gaming getting a live stream. Cheers from, hey, South America. Good to have you, Arcade Sunday. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised there aren't more people doing it. It's just something I like to do. My channel is not huge, for sure. If you look at the numbers, I'm like, what am I? It's up here. Jamie just hit the big 10,000 mark, which I think is fabulous for him. He's at 10.5. And I'm like at 8.6, something like that. But I love the live stream. The live stream is so much fun. I do have prepared videos. There it is, 8160. But I just love doing live streams. And I think, especially with the new C64, now we may see more people in this space with the new C64, but I just love it. Hey, Cubicle Nate, good to have you here. Thanks for popping in. You're probably enjoying your holidays with your family. Good to have you here. Merry Christmas to you as well. Copyright system is it is. I've gotten nailed on a couple of things, and one I didn't even want to try. I just took it down, so I'm not going to worry about it. Merry Christmas. Thanks for the stream. I've subbed. Well, good, PJC Net. Good to have you here, and I'm happy to have you here. Hopefully we'll see you in a future live stream. Wick Central says, my slick comment is about the cartridge going into C64 Core. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It is cool. So that is a setting when you put the C64 Core, and I've shared this in another video. I can't tell you which video it is, but I do share how to install cores. But before you install the C64 Core, you get options to have it default when you plug in the cartridge. And I love that because, as we've learned through this stream, the C64 mode on the MEGA64 is garbage for emulation stuff. So I love that I can do that. And that works for, I haven't tried, what I need to do is I need to try the C64 Ultimate and see if that works. I think it will. So I've got the C64 Ultimate cartridge. Now that would be fun. And then, so there's a lot of really cool things that you can do. M65 Discord place to go for me to actually learn how to set mine up. Yeah, the M65 Discord, MEGA65 Discord is a great place. I also have a MEGA65 channel on my Discord. It's less crowded there, and so a lot of my MEGA65 folks like there to ask questions because it doesn't get lost. And we've got, I think we've got 5 developers from the MEGA65 community in my Discord as well. So sometimes you can actually get answers faster in my area. So super, thanks for sharing. You betcha. So glad you enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me on a Christmas Eve. The Ultimate cartridge is great as well. I keep it on one of my originals. Me too. It's on my C64C over there. Both. Yeah, jump on the Discord channel. Yeah, do that. Remember, just if you're interested in mine, just remember you have to be a member. And I've done that because it's really kept our community closed. It's close. It's people who really want to be there. It's not a bunch of people you're making a financial commitment of a couple of bucks a month to join and be a part of that. So it's really created a really cool group. They are so much fun, and they keep the thing running even without me. So you can, again, check down below if you're interested in that. I'm just here for the MEGA65 content. Well, I don't blame you, Aldi. So it's good stuff. I only have recreations of retro systems, no original hardware. Yeah, see, that's kind of where I think I'm enjoying, because I don't have to there's none of that upkeep. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Merry Christmas to you, Jem's Retro Stuff. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining us on a Christmas Eve. What a lot of fun. As long as you can play the original games using more modern hardware is fine. That's kind of where I am. And also, there's so much more we can do with modern hardware. One of the things I'm really looking forward to with the Commodore 64 Ultimate is the Commo Serve, where we can pull software down from a website and just play it without actually having to use a USB drive. So if it's on your network. So really cool things like that. I like what the community is doing to keep these things alive. I'm really interested to see what Commodore is going to do next. And he kind of alluded to it in the video that we saw at the beginning of the stream, that there's something else coming, but I can't wait to hear what that is. Wick Central says, I like original hardware more, but the modern stuff's sometimes quicker to use. Yep. And sometimes it's using the original with modern stuff, right? For instance, like the Kung Fu Flash makes using the older hardware more enjoyable. So that's kind of cool. I think you should focus on what you enjoy the most, says Cubicle Nate. I love your passions, contagious, so do what keeps the flame alive. Well, thank you, Cubicle Nate. By the way, if you're not familiar with Cubicle Nate, check out his channel. He's got some really cool stuff. And he's always been a great supporter of my channel as well. So thanks for popping over. Why would you do that? Why would I do what? Hi, Har. Get rid of some of the original. I'm just talking. Don't. Yeah. 2 hours into a 5-hour 3D print for a gift, just layer shifted. Oh no. By the way, again, earlier I got to ungift a box from Jamie's Hackshack, and he got this for me, which is the holder for the, I think this, yeah. So see, this slides out. It's the holder for the I can't even think. The holder for the overlays for the Intellivision Sprint. By the way, if you're interested in the Intellivision Sprint, my last live stream, we did a whole unboxing of the Intellivision Sprint, and I mentioned it'd be really cool if I had something to put those in, and he 3D printed that and gave that to me for Christmas. What a great guy. Jamie is fabulous. One of my besties. This stream has been a blast full of 8-bit Christmas fun. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Retro Media Weekly. That's what we try and do every time we do a live stream, is we try and take you back to a simpler time with modern equipment. How about that? Merry Christmas, everyone, says Drex. Good to have you here. Funny, apparently I can't join while abroad, so I'll sub again when I'm back home. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. Yeah, I hope you will. Fan is correct. Oh, well, thanks, Cubicle Nick. Appreciate you. CommoServe concept is terrific. I wish we could grab software from the MEGA65. So let me talk about that just quickly. Since you asked, we used to be able to do it from the command line. There were command line tools for the MEGA65. So as a matter of fact, I had them on my Mac, and there was it was the MEGA65 FTP. You could connect to the file server, Mega file host, and you could download directly. For some reason, that was taken out. I'm not sure why. I haven't asked the developers. I imagine it was too complicated, but what they really need to do is put that in the freezer. So if you had it in the freezer of the MEGA65, be able to pull a list, connect directly, pull a list from what's on the file server and just grab it. That's what I would like. I think that would be fabulous. I really like the music in the background. How cool is this? Let's see. Raphael says, I love old hardware with modern accessories, like wireless controller and EverDrive cartridges. Yeah, those. I have a couple of devices with EverDrive cartridges as well. I agree. I love it when someone adds new functionality to old systems, like the Kawari for the C64. So, hey, you know what, guys? We have this fabulous little song going here. Here's what we're going to do. I've been at this for 2 hours. Now, we did have some technical hiccups, but that's about as much time as I normally do in a live stream. So I think I'm going to go ahead and turn it off here. So what I like to do is, first of all, let me say I want to wish everybody, I probably will not be online. I might sneak something in around New Year's. If I can get everything set back up, I may try to do a New Year's stream, or I may do a stream from my other room in there. It won't be as fancy as this, but I might do something. So I could come online again during the holidays. But looking forward to 2026. Thank you all for joining me today during this live stream. It has been a blast to see so many just want to pop in on their Christmas Eve and take a little spin back to the 1980s with their favorite retro computer, the Commodore 64. So thanks for joining. I am going to get out of here, start to enjoy and ramp up for my Christmas Eve festivities. Thanks again for joining me. See you in the new year if I don't see you before. Thanks again. Don't forget to do all that stuff down below, and I will be in chat for a little bit longer. The stream will stay on for just a little bit longer, but that is it for me. As I like to say, Retro Combs out. Thanks again for a great stream. Enjoyed it, guys.